Our resident hard rock and metal vibe saint has come to bless us with more music. Welcome to Ray Reno Does Music, where today we're looking at the 5th album from Ghost called Impera. This is the newest addition to their always anthemic and moody discography, with past hits like Square Hammer and Ritual, retaining a very classic metal and hard rock sound, reminiscent of Black Sabbath and moodier Metallica songs. With the release of what I think to this day is their most popular and most successful album, Meliora, they broke out into the world to mass acclaim and success. After this came yet another album ripe with cinematic hard rock and metal and prequel that provided a new character to head the image of the band, but somehow just as enigmatic as their former ruler, Papa Emeritus, Cardinal Copia. With prequel came an almost more flamboyant nature, one that seemed like it was more focused on character and theme connection than the music in a very beneficial way that sort of made the music somehow more enjoyable, leaving what could have been just a good album as Meliora at just a good one at best when it came to times where it seemed like the character work and the story kind of overtook the idea for music. See how I kind of got you there? That's how prequel kind of felt, where it started off pretty solid. Rats, Dance Macabre, it all felt like it was going to lead into a very 50-50 clean split of quality and character. Then the character kind of overtook. In the lead up to this album, I hoped for a return to the sort of church choir, purely cinematic and almost movie soundtrack feeling that Opus Eponymous and Meliora provided, and what this album does is not only take that vibe, but expand it upon it with ease. I think one of the easiest ways to convey the true scale of Impera is to talk about the song Darkness at the Heart of Love. At its core, it's a mostly basic metal song that delves in deeper into a rock and almost pop rock area with just the metal sort of composition and vocalism, but it retains the signature Ghost feeling with soaring vocals and instrumental sections done in the name of atmosphere. The message behind it drives the point that a lot of God-fearing individuals don't practice the values that they push and insist upon, and the lyrics capitalize on that hypocrisy with very poignant lines. One such line comes right at the beginning and sets the scene perfectly. Will you walk the line, my path serpentine, remember always, love is all you need. While you, the victim of push religion, must follow things to a T, the ones who push this agenda are left to not only walk the line, but walk off that line. Then they can pick and choose where they reiterate and reinforce the values on themselves that they feel fit them, but force every value out onto you. Couple this with an overall song structure that sounds like pure scripture, and it's a quintessential Ghost song for sure going forward. Just one song later is the most underrated song on the album, the punchy and almost danceable Griftwood. The guitar in the song feels equal parts pacer and individual force, with the call and response chorus capitalizing on its formula in great form in typical Ghost fashion. Tobias Forge, the songwriter and lead singer, is a master at crafting lyrics and delivering them with a type of presence that very few at his level have at this point in the scene. The vocal delivery coupled with the in and out drums make this feel like almost something out of his earlier pop rock work, and I noticed a lot of this album still sits firmly in plain metal or rock genres, even though there's songs here like Griftwood that sort of feel like almost older Tobias Forge work. The tinges of inspiration from that vein of his musical weaponry do wonders. I can see people wanting to point this out as a negative element, but I think it adds to the musical experience when hints and tricks from other genres are employed to not only add to the songs, but enhance them in an unexpected way, such as right here. Another song that feels near otherworldly on a Ghost album because of similar reasoning is Call Me Little Sunshine. This song served as the first official look at this album, with Hunter's Moon technically being the first track released alongside the newer Halloween movie, but this is a song with perhaps the most basic structure on the album, choosing instead to focus on the lyrics and story being presented, a problem I brought up earlier. But there are some good elements here, because while the words leave a sinister tone at first, the message below the haze is that you are not alone. Lucifer himself is with you in times of strife in a much more supportive role than one would assume. And the Dark Lord is usually someone perceived and put out as a more true neutral or positive light in the lyricism of Ghost. This is just another one of those times. Overall, this album ticks all the boxes for a Ghost album while capitalizing on rare elements to give the experience a bigger feel overall. If you want typical spooky Ghost, then Hunter's Moon and Call Me Sunshine have you covered. If you want the anthemic part of this band with no signs of being quiet, hit up Kaiserion or Griftwood to scratch that itch. There is not a single skip on this album. Even when it does start to slowly falter, it picks itself right back up, from problems to premonitions of greatness. It stands to contend with Meliora as the best Ghost album, but I'm going to need more time with it to really reach the conclusion to see if it overtakes Meliora. So for now, Impera by Ghost gets an 8.2 out of 10. And that's a review. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. A lot of people think Ghost are basically the Nickelback of the metal and hard rock scene. What do you guys think? Let's get a conversation going. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're staying hydrated. I'll see you next time.